So next up, we are going to have a presentation by our own Keita Price on social media tools. Keita, I will pass it over to you.
Cool. Thank you, Phoenix. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and get it together. How y'all doing? 3 o'clock, hanging in there?
Hanging in there, cool.
Hey, hanging in there. Okay, cool. I don't have a lot of words for you today. We'll talk about some social media tools. I'm not an expert or degreed up in social media marketing and branding yet. I just do a lot of it as a millennial, and just from being in a few nonprofits and academies such as this one, just have learned how to really attract folks with the content that we develop to get people more engaged in certain messages, concepts, or policies. I'm learning how to do it even better. So it's become a personal passion of mine. And so that's why I would like to share with you all today. So feel free to ask questions a lot in the chat, because again, I don't have a lot of words here because I've never presented on this before. So feel free to stop me if you feel like I'm going too fast or you don't understand something. I'm not gonna expect that everybody knows platforms. So if you do know a lot of this, then bear with me. All right. So yeah, a little bit about some content development. Just would like to share with you all, again, my informal way of translated messages. We'll go a little bit into Canva. I know we had a few requests for that. We'll go through some social media platforms, talk about a little bit knowing which platform is best to use for which messages. I'll go over Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I'll get some help from Prescott on Twitter, Hootsuite, and I'm missing one here, but Prescott will go over another platform as well for you. And then videos and story maps. All right, cool. Content development, translating messages. So translating messages. So you all, most of you all, let's see how many people in the chat follow our social media so far. And how many people follow West Oakland Environmental Indicators Project? Look in the chat for a second. Do you follow the Facebook, Instagrams, the website? Do you keep up with any of the virtual platforms? Okay, I see. Yes, yep. So if you do, then you've seen, again, some content and messaging around the Oakland Shoreline Leadership Academy. And so, yes, I just want to share with you all how we kind of come up with some of that content, me personally. And yeah, so one thing that I do first is try to identify the desired message, or first identify the information, which could be a policy, a concept, or a project, that you want to relate to the audience, and really kind of understand that why, so that you don't try to get across too much or whatnot. Really try to keep it simple. And again, you have to know your audience to know when you can give more or less. Why is it important? Because that helps you tailor the message, as I just mentioned. So that's the first step, really just, again, knowing what it is that you want to get across. Here we at the Oakland Shoreline Leadership Academy, we're doing this shoreline planning together, and we want to engage the community. Although we don't have like a carved out time to get out there and talk to community in person, like we really could leverage the power of social media to do so. And while we do understand there's a digital divide and gap, and that everybody is not on social media, this is just one strategy and platform that we can use to get to folks. And it's pretty powerful if it's used a little bit intentionally. And so next, what images, symbols, or concepts come to mind when thinking of the message? So when you have these messages and concepts in mind, or these policies, it's just, again, I've been doing this informally. So I kind of just hold a memory bank of kind of what symbols and things in the real world that resemble that for me, real case scenarios, and kind of start keeping a memory bank. Sometimes I just gather stuff that's already existing from other places, and yeah, kind of start creating that archive. And so and once I have that archive, then I get a bit intentional about how I can put that together. And how you can put that together is using different platforms that I'll talk about in just a second. But here's just one example. When I go into Instagram, I'll actually show you the video, but really quickly, an example on translating the message. Example, so what is birding? So what is birding? Like I would ask you all, how would, you can take yourself off of mute. Like what comes to mind, or how would you get across what is birding to an audience? And the audience is Oakland, intergenerational, just like this cohort here. What comes to mind? Anybody? One person, two people?
Watching the seabirds at the shore, birding.
What else? One more person? Oh, let me look in the chat.
Understanding their
Hey, Arnold. Hey, that's what's up. Birding my hair. Can you expand on that? Sorry.
I just, from the previous slide, when you use the video clip of the Hey Arnold cartoon, when they were talking about planning, like, why did they put that here? Yeah, but our friend just had a comment about birding.
Nice. Cool. So yes, actually, as you mentioned, seagulls, bird. When I think of birding, I had never been birding before. Preparing to go out to Middle Harbor, I knew we were gonna bird, and so I was excited about it. And for me, when I think about birding, I think about binoculars. I haven't used some since I was a kid. So again, me being a little bit more intentional, I already kind of went in already thinking about, you know, what was on the curriculum for the day. Birding was one of those. So I kind of already went through the whole day to look at what kind of videos and images and stuff that I wanted to capture and be organic in the moment. Yet it's just some things within this curriculum we want to get across to our greater audience, you know, outside of this cohort. And so when we went out that day for Middle Harbor, I already knew, but not, you know, was a thing. So it's cool, you know, to show us actually birding. That's one way that we could show. But I also wanted to really get people in the shoes of actually doing it. So later you'll see how I actually show going through the scope of the lens so that you can see, how it was to actually see the birding and such. But just wanted to give you an example like that to just show you, again, how I kind of talk to myself and think through how I'm gonna capture some of this stuff that we're doing, because images and visuals are powerful. So yeah, just how to be a little intentional. Any questions as I move forward?
I think it's Veronica. I think about how can you quickly get the message across that they should care about birding, that Oakland should care about it. So there's this sort of common ground, like why does that matter? You know?
And so that's where the why comes in terms of when you have your message and then why. So then you'll know what elements of birding, like we're talking about, to show, and what what not. All right, I want to step into. Give me 1 second. Having an issue getting out of the platform, out of Canva. I mean, out of the presentation. Okay. So yes, now I did want to actually show you the birding example. Some of you who follow the social media already may have seen it already, but for you who haven't, here it is. So again, birding, just wanted to show people who never had experienced it, you know, what it looks like or what not. And maybe next one.
Nice.
Where we're standing now is off to have a march. So a lot of space where we're standing now is off field. From here all the way out to the 7th Street post office, it's all field. It's what we create, right? So when you with my homies.
With my homies.
So that's what, one more.
Well, I would take a guess and probably call it a cormorant.
Nice.
Start periscope here in the water, and he just went down. That's a double crested cormorant. And those are like sub.
So yes, just wanted to show you all, share with you all my thought process. And so again, going into the day and sharing it with you all, captured that stuff and, you know, went back and shared it with folks. And yeah, people enjoyed it. I shared it on my stories, cross shared it on WOEPs. And yeah, again, it just showed people something different and get people interested in what it is and asking questions about, you know, where was that, what were we looking at, and was, you know, like the clear shots and such. So just wanted to show that as an example. And next, want to talk a little bit about Canva. So I just talked about kind of your thought process of identifying the message that you want to get across, or concept or policy that you want to highlight, or planning process. And so, yeah, 2021, there's a bunch of different platforms that you can use to just pop some pictures and videos into a template and create beautiful content. I'm gonna go over Canva because it's the platform that I'm most comfortable and knowledgeable of. And that's the platform that I've been using to create most of the like short media pieces that I have so far. And so to share some of those with you, here are two. I'm gonna go through a couple of demos, and I just want to ask you all if you can come off of mute to share with me if you can tell me what you, if you could tell me like what was I thinking when I created this? What did I want to get across to the audience? What do you think? And it's not just one thing. Sometimes it's a few things, or it can vary. So for the first one that says Middle Harbor Shoreline Park with the research engine, what do you all think I'm trying to influence people to do here in this picture? Or inspire people to do?
Learn more about the shoreline park.
Yeah, so I want people to go basically research it, like in a nutshell, without saying, you know, look up this one. It's like, here's a shot that I'm not sure I took it, so I'm not sure that it's, you know, been seen before, or I try to capture, use images that again haven't been seen before, or that's just really depicts something that's, you know, catch people's eye, and yeah, just get them to look it up. That's all I want people to do, is to look up Middle Harbor Shoreline Park, because a lot of people just don't even know where the location is and where it exists. So, you know, that was just the point of that photo, to get people to look it up and just be like, oh, it's right here, and let the interest start domino effecting from there. And over here, the next picture, this is pretty simple. The concept, you can often always, you know, use pictures and add testimonies or statements from residents and CBOs or agencies or such to, yeah, show it. People really like to see people. Again, I'm not an expert, but from somewhere I've read studies before, in terms of content, what folks like to see most out of like landscape, people, and things like that. Folks like to see people or whatnot socially. And so, yeah, showing more people, showing the people of Oakland, showing, you know, our neighbors and such, like showing folks that people can relate to. So showing, and also showing what they have to say, sharing what they have to say. So both of these are just demos of, again, some templates that Canva have available. The one on the left isn't working very well with the bike. It's supposed to be a video within the video. But yeah, again, something simple, to the point, just to let people know that we have a shoreline, I mean, about the Middle Harbor Park, and just a couple of things that we're trying to do there.
How do you embed videos into these things? Like,
I was just gonna ask.
Cool. I guess I'll skip right into going to the platform.
Yeah.
Let's okay, before I do that, let me go to one more. And then I'll show you maybe like how I did this. So here's another example. I'll let you look at it first. It's no audio. So here was pretty much my first time getting on iNaturalist when we was out at Miller Harbor shoreline. And so, yes, I'll show you in a second how Canva already had a template of a phone. And I pretty much just dropped my video into the phone template and, you know, change some wording and boom, download iNaturalist. Again, a fast, interactive way to show download it.
Cool.
Thank you. So I'll now go to, yes. So here are some designs that I've made in the past. This is the home. So Canva is free. You can get a Canva account. It's a little limited, even though it's a bunch of templates, even in the free version. Premium gives you a little bit more ability to remove backgrounds and access to more templates and things like that. But for the free version, it's pretty, yeah, it's pretty, still pretty built out. And so let's see, you want to see a video dropped in like that?
Is this, are you using the free?
Yes, at the
Okay.
moment. At the
Okay.
moment, I'm using the free.
So whatever you show us will be what we can access.
Yes, and Canva will let you know on you want certain templates that you click will say pro opposed.
Right, yeah,
And so right now I can't click on the pro either.
okay.
So here are some of the templates that they have. And again, you can use this for beyond this academy. If you do your own type of business or something like that, again, you can make everything from postcards, certificates, resumes. And you can print directly from this site, yet we often don't do that. We just PDF it or, you know, use it for social media or something. I haven't ordered anything directly from the site yet, but it's there if you would like to. So let's look at Instagram post. So we're gonna look at this Instagram. And did you want, Phoenix, you wanted like more of a video?
Well, I'm interested in the video. I'm also interested in how you get, I see you often have like music and then the music will come up in words. I don't know if that's something you do in here too, but I'd love to see.
That's Instagram. I'll show you.
Okay.
And I can talk through some of the things in Instagram, but it'll be limited because I can't do some things on desktop.
Okay.
But so what you wanted to see is an Instagram.
Okay. Well, I do want to see how do you embed a video into a post as well.
Yeah, me too.
Got it. Let's video. Let's see. Video. So here are like 5-second video, and it's not video. It could be video or it could just be animation. Sometimes I just call them animations. Let's see which one of these are kind of cool. Okay, so this is a template. So the words are already here. This thing right here that I'm highlighting, these things are going to remain. And what can change is the background video. I'm gonna just see what videos I already have in stock. Here, so basically on this left side is a panel. I'm forgetting that I'm like training. So on this left side panel is are the things that you can add into the template. So here are different templates. You don't want to click that because it'll take you back. But here are different elements you can drop in.
Peter,
Yes.
so for the pro, would you be able to make longer videos?
No, not necessarily. You can change the length of the videos. These are really animations, so they're shorter.
Oh, okay.
I'll get into videos. I don't use Canva for videos. I just use them for like no more than 5-second animations, like the demo I showed. And yeah, but for videos more, I import videos from another platform, which I'll share.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So on this left column are some elements, the uploads that you can put in. Here's some stock photos that you can use. You'll see later down the line, I use a few of these stock photos. You can add your own text. I'm gonna go ahead and just use the template text. You can add audio. I don't add much audio in Canva. I don't think I really ever have. I keep it simple in Canva. And so I'm gonna go back to the uploads to add your video. And so let's add this video from Middle Harbor Shoreline when that bike crew came through. Let's see. So basically what I just, sorry, also again. So I went to the uploads and I had already uploaded my video. You can go to upload. Upload from a device, from Facebook or somewhere. I've already uploaded mine. So I'm gonna go ahead and just drag it over into the picture. I'm gonna use this one actually. I don't think the other one works. And so once I drag it into the picture, then it's, you know, the video goes and I can change the wording as I want. When Shoreline Leadership Academy.
How short are your videos that you're actually uploading for Canva?
This template will only let you use 5 seconds of it. So even if the video is longer.
Okay, so can you timeline where you want it to cut?
And timeline where you, no. So you would already have to have where you want it to, the cut that you want.
Oh, where do you do that?
Again, I'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, I guess I should have did videos first, but yes, the videos are captured either on my phone. So you can actually, yes, do it from your phone. Some of these are raw footage that I just took from my phone and uploaded from here. And so what I would normally do is cut from my phone. I would cut and trim to exactly what I want and then put it into Canva.
Oh, I see that there's a crop and no, that is, there's the seconds cut. So you can cut film here too, right?
Sorry, I'm not sure where you are. Right here.
The scissors, yeah.
Okay, cool. So yes, again, sorry, I keep it real simple. I already bring in what I already want to use, but yeah, this is something new for everyone. Yes, you can cut the video up here, so then you can cut the.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
because I don't have a. I mean, when I take videos, it's long.
Veronica, I'm sorry, I can't get through. Sorry. Let me share it for a second, so I can get through, please.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. So yes, thank you. You can go ahead and video down to the section that you want up here in the corner. Again, it's for being all over the place. I haven't done it like that before. So up here in the left, click it again, and you can choose where in the video you would like to capture. And going back to the text, come and join us. Join us. No, it's fun. I'll just put that. But just wanted to show you the quick way. And so now that that's there, you can preview it. 1 second. You go to the top to preview it, and it'll show you what it would look like. And after you preview it and you like what you see, in the right-hand upper corner, you can download, and it'll suggest the format that you should download it in. Or you can pick others if you don't. I'm not going to download it to save space. But yes, it's to save time. It's about how far I'll go with Canva. Now, are there any questions around Canva? I know it was real short and sweet, but we got a lot of different platforms to get through.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can videos from places like Canva and Instagram, which you're going to get into, can those be put into like a blog?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes. Canva may even have some blog templates. Let's see. You put in and like sometimes you just put in stuff and ads. Let's see. Don't give me.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, so new on blogs. They have some templates to support your blogs. So yeah, you can. I encourage everyone to just get a free Canva and explore the templates they have. If you don't see the design listed, you can search it and put it in a search and look for the template. Postcard or something. If it's not there, you won't see it. You're looking for something specific, like real estate postcard. You see is there. Then was already up. Let's look at environmental. What comes up for environmental? So a range of different templates come up. So yeah, encourage everybody to check it out when they have time. All right. So moving on to the next platforms. So instead of going into the presentation and keep on going in and out, I'll just stay on this slide right here. So yeah, now I want to go into a bit of Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I'll spend most of the time on Instagram, that's what I'm most familiar with, but yeah, I give you the tips and like standards of each one and how some successful trends that's been used. So for Facebook, first and foremost, we'd like to just mention kind of the audiences of each platform before kind of go into it. So, and y'all can chime in with me if you feel like I'm wrong or want to add to it. But yeah, so each platform kind of has a different audience that uses it. And so Facebook, I feel like is like a millennial up. There's some younger new folks that use it, yet yeah, it's really more millennial up. I feel like a lot of folks use it to stay in touch with networks and families, and yeah, share some general things. And so Facebook is good for just general. Let's see. So Facebook is a way to, you can have a personal page or you can have a organizational page. This is one of the different pages that I manage, haven't in a while. But yes, on Facebook, you can share content from Canva, you can share videos, you can share content directly from your phone. So as you see here, a lot of you all mentioned you're familiar with it. So these are just basic posts, just old school, just talking about what we're doing, posting a picture and letting people know what it is that we're doing. And this is actually the us live last time. And so that's another power of Facebook. There's a lot of live streaming that you can do, posting from videos from different platforms. And actually, is there any questions specifically about what somebody would like to see from Facebook?
I think I might have asked this one before. So I'm really confused. It's not connecting to my brain about the hashtag situation.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Do I want to do hashtags here?
You can do it wherever, but just,
Okay. I'll do hashtags in Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, Instagram and TikTok.
Ooh.
They're everywhere. You can use hashtags everywhere. Yeah, I think they're more useful and successful in those platforms. But for Facebook, did anybody have a particular question about Facebook? or something they would like to see. So this is the back end of Facebook. You can create, these are the things are called stories. Stories are on Facebook, Instagram. Stories are there for like 24 hours. And after 24 hours, they go away. And network. Can you also hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, network unstable. So yeah, stories are 24 hours, and after that, they go away. And so yeah, stories, you put stuff that, you know, you don't want to put something that you really want people to know on stories, unless you just wanted to buzz about it. So where you really want to put stuff on Facebook is your feed. So like, I'm using my personal page, it's pretty PG. So yeah, this is my Facebook page. On the outside, you can have a cover photo. And again, as a personal page, you can depend on how much you want to use your personal page to market for these different things. But like as an org and stuff, it's nice. It's good to have a cover photo or a banner that represents something that you're doing. Here's what you can say, what's on your mind. And that's where you can put the post. You can put pictures from your phone. You can Canva or any other platform that you built some content. You can put your content here and let people know what's up. So here are some content that's coming up my feed from other people. And just to see, again, you can post flyers. Right now, EOC, my day job is having a Feed the Hood Shock Juke Memorial. So that's gonna be coming up a lot up the feed. But yeah, we can share. This is that Youth Radio did a documentary on this a couple of ago, and we just got it. So no, we shared that. Again, just a way to get engagement from folks. And again, Facebook is, the audience a little bit more older, so I feel like this is a platform with more words. So as you see these have a little bit more words, and you will see talk a little bit more in the captions. The captions are a bit longer. But yeah, wanted to just orient you around Facebook. And yeah, what that platform is. Facebook, you can have access to it desktop and via phone. And which is not true for all platforms. Any particular questions about Facebook? All right. Sure, a lot of y'all know some of this. Twitter. Oh, Twitter is definitely hashtag central. I guess Prescott might beat me to it. Prescott, would you like to support in the Twitter discussion? I'm not as familiar with Twitter. So Twitter is.
I can go there. I was going to focus a little bit more on a tool that you can use to help to support yourself on Twitter.
Oh, got it.
Which was going to be TweetDeck.
Got it.
So why don't you start off, kind of tell them there a little bit, and I can add on to it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so Twitter is Twitter is another platform, social media, where you can post similar to Facebook, where you can post not stories, but you can post videos and things like that. But Twitter is more about thoughts and what people are thinking, and it's like straight to the point. Sometimes it's long, but it's more thoughts, a lot of memes and things, like a lot of hashtags and memes. And so yes, now we'll talk about the hashtag. What is a hashtag? I don't know what the formal definition is, but basically a hashtag is a method to, would anybody else like to jump in and explain what a hashtag is?
Peter, I can help you. So a hashtag is generally used to be able to connect your post, and this is across all different social media platforms, to a certain issue or a phrase. So like our case, for anything that you'd probably want to post around for anything to do with this academy, you want to probably use hashtag shoreline. Because when you do that, then it basically, anytime somebody goes to do a search, and that's what they use, the hashtags are all about using to do a search, it will come up underneath that search. And the searches usually are relied on the things that are most either most recent or things that have gotten the most likes or, things along that line. And so the hashtag is really when you're using for something, if you're trying to leverage social media about doing research. And so that's why it's important to use the hashtags, as well as also to be in alliance with a larger issue. It could be hashtag, shoreline, hashtag climate change, hashtag access Oakland, and so right there, you've kind of defined out when people are doing different searches that would make your post to show up. And that's really the best way I would kind of, explain how you use hashtags. I don't know if anybody else has anything out there. I'd be glad to hear others.
Yeah.
So it sounds like it's sort of just like a topic that you put in, and then when people are doing searches, your post may come up. Is that what that is, or?
Yeah,
Exactly.
It's it's an archive of element under a certain topic. Like,
okay, so what if, so if I want to put in West Oakland indicators, environmental indicators project, if I put in yeah, well, if I put that in, if I do the number sign and I put in WOAP after that, what is that going to do?
Which
it's gonna show you up any posts that have hashtagged that.
Yes.
Oh.
So let's do Facebook since that's where I do it.
And I'm on Twitter and I just did it and I didn't see anything that came up.
Yeah.
I tried to do it too and nothing came up, right? So
no, it could be that nobody's using it.
Yeah. And that's how you can, because you can strategically use hashtags to really, again, archive certain content that you want. So you can create a hashtag intentionally that nobody is using. So you can use that to go back and again, track the engagement and such. But some folks like to use trending and popular hashtags because that allow more people to see it and therefore go viral, which is some folks' desire. But yeah, I mean, it's cool for a nonprofit to go viral if it's about the work.
How do you find a trending hashtag?
Sorry.
It depends on what platform you're on. If you're in Twitter, you can actually type in something that asks you that says trending, and it will show you all the hottest topics that are trending by hashtags. So you can see kind of what's operating the most one, like the biggest one that's operating on Twitter right now is Shai Kari, who was the Olympic runner who got disqualified from running in 100 meters because she was smoking marijuana. And the reason why she's being hashtagged is because she had a race with the Jamaicans today and she didn't do so well. So it's trending across Twitter right now.
Jamaicans, huh? Okay.
Well, no, her name is trending, but it's associated because of that reason.
Okay, so when you go into the search for the trendings, can you put in a search and then things will come up?
Well, it will just show you what's trending. Its automatic job is to using the AI system of whatever social media platform that you're on will go and find out. It's constantly counting what's the most active of that moment. And then it will show you what are usually like the top 10, top 5, top 15 trending moments. Can you mind if I share my screen for a hot second?
Oh, go ahead.
I'll show you what I'm seeing on and this is a very specific piece of software. So can everybody see this right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you look over on my right-hand side of my screen, it's got my trending bar. And so the trending bar tells me what's going on. I don't control it. It's what's actually happening out there. And so that shows everything the biggest things that are supposedly happening out there by Twitter. That's happening on Twitter right now. But this particular platform I'm on is something that's called TweetDeck. And TweetDeck is a specific platform that allows you to kind of really use Twitter at its highest level. And what I mean by that is is that it allows you to actually plan when you're going to tweet. So you can create your tweets and have them go out at certain times, which one of the key things of also understanding really how to use social media. And I learned this by, taking a small business class, is there's certain times that people look across each platform for information. And so if you want to be able to get the most likes, shares, retweets, then you have to understand what those times are. So you kind of have to play around to see when most people react with your timing. And then once you understand that, then you can use something like TweetDeck to schedule your tweets to go out. Like for me, I know for a lot of subjects I do, it's basically 10 o'clock and 1 o'clock are my best times to send information out. So if I want to send something out, that's the time I'm going to send it. And then on here, you can see also, so I've got kind of my home over here this is where it's tracking what's happening through my personal or my business timeline. Then over here, it's the second column tells about notifications, that anytime somebody is liking or retweeting or likes my my page. And then over here, I started aggregating just for some things for hashtags about how if I do a search for a hashtag, what information comes up. Okay, sorry, I did that wrong. So I did one with sea level rise, and I'm now going to do one with shorelines. And so this will just tell you what's happening with information that comes through, so you can understand who is tweeting about shorelines at any time. And you see a lot of the shorelines now tend to be, some of them are talking about the hurricanes and the tropical storms. Other ones are talking about, they're for this person down here, something to do with nature and outdoors. There's other one talking about transportation. So you can see different things. And over here, I did another one for shorelines. So you can see somebody's talking about, my parents are currently playing a life or death version of Escape from Long Island, sea level rise. Here, SF Bay is one of the most important estuaries in the Western Hemisphere, yet it also expected to be ground zero for California's sea level rise impacts. If we don't take action soon, take action now to urge state leaders to prioritize the Bay in the CA budget. So you can see how looking at the hashtags can also teach you how to leverage other hashtags will help to highlight and bring in more people to make aware of what you're talking about. But just wanted to also show you this platform, which is completely free. All you got to do is create your own Twitter account, and then you can use this platform to then, like I said, schedule all your tweets out so you don't have to kind of do them on the fly. And then that's how you really, if you want to start using social media to create campaigns, you do a campaign. So people know, like, hey, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Hannah's sending out, is gonna have a post about something to do with the shoreline.
And they would just look up my name as the hashtag. Is that how that goes?
No, well, they're going to start following your account if they like your information.
They're going to follow my account?
Yeah, and that's the whole idea, is you want people to start following your account.
Okay.
So they basically go over and like you and say follow.
Or not necessarily your account, but the account of interest. It could be your account, or if you want them to direct their attention to another account. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
if you're trying to highlight somebody.
Hashtagging is kind of like Googling.
Exactly. It's a way of researching. Yeah.
And how do you get your post to go to, like, how when some Google's posts they go on more, or you can reach them more than you can others? Is there a way to do that, or is just the amount of posts you post?
You're talking about like how to be get like a lot of people to follow you or to repost you. That's by building your brand. That's a whole nother story, that you have to get a certain number of people to get to like you, follow you, and then retweet you. So that's a whole nother issue.
Okay. I got the idea. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop sharing.
Thank you. All right, so I'm definitely not gonna get through everything. So try to get through as much as I can. And what I don't, I'm not sure if we emailed it out yet, but we're gonna have office hours. So during my office hours, I'm more than welcome to go through this more in depth with anybody as needed, whichever platforms. Next, wanted to go to TikTok. TikTok for me is fairly a bit new, but it's really gotten big over the past years or so, COVID. And so TikTok, the audience is more, I would say, Gen Z. Gen Z. Millennials and older folks are getting on it, which is a debatable discussion. But it really started with Gen Z folks, younger folks on there doing fun, quick videos of a bunch of sometimes random stuff. But TikTok is starting to be used more intentionally by businesses, by organizations. EOC, we just got on intentionally after kind of sitting a year and looking at it, shooting, propelling or whatnot. We decided we're gonna get on. And so, yes, there's other folks, not just organizations, but professionals and other people that's really leveraging TikTok to get across to their audience. Is when we talk about hashtags, the hashtag for urban planning, bless you. Let's see. I've never done it on the computer, so I'm not sure if I'm looking correctly, but the urban planning hashtag is like 2-point-something million on TikTok. And like, I didn't expect that when I first came to the platform. But again, just want to note here that TikTok is a way that, you can get to the Gen Z. And if you're going to use TikTok, I would suggest, again, it's a whole philosophy and a whole degree on analytics and how to get content better across to people. But for the most part, keep it short and simple on TikTok or whatnot. So I'll just share a few examples of our first videos. The first one is about 50-something seconds, which like a minute is really what you don't want to go over. But on TikTok, it's dang near 15 seconds, 30 seconds. And so these videos are actually considered long, and we're trying to get it down a bit. Even though it's a little bit long, we still in our first video, we still received a big response. Received about 600 followers, 1,000-something likes, and want to expand that. So I'll just share that really quickly.
It's to this music.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. Love and tradition of the grand design, some people say it's even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls, 'cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every scene. It's the bigger love of the family.
And so what I'm showing, I get at the end, I didn't really get to being able to show you all about the video portion. So less about the actual video, again, about how to use TikTok or whatnot, and what type of content you want to use, like fun, engaging or whatnot. And it's trying to get the point across. In TikTok, you can't write paragraphs in the captions. You're limited. So you really have to be targeted and think about what it is that you want people to know and get out of this. So as you see here with some of the hashtags, these are some of the hashtags that we use to be targeted to get certain people to like and follow us. Urban planning, East Oakland, potholes. As you all see, we was really trying to, the point of this video was to introduce ourselves as our team and being new to TikTok, as well as highlighting some of the issues that we face in East Oakland around transportation within 50 seconds. And doing so using nostalgic music or whatnot. Phoenix talked about adding music and stuff like that. That is one, like, I'm not gonna say popular trend. So I saw somebody was talking about trends in the chat. So I'm gonna just talk about trends really quickly. So trends, you don't want to fall in trends. Like, you want to like leverage trends or whatnot. You want to set them, or not necessarily set trends, but you want to stick to like what it is that you're doing and making sure you're consistent. Yet there is some benefit in leveraging certain trends. And so like, what do I mean by a trend? A trend is like these challenges, these a lot of these challenges and certain things that you just see a lot of folks doing it. And so even though, you know, it seemed like a lot of folks doing it, people get tired of it after a while, but no, for some reason, people still watching. And so if people are going to watch and you know that this trend is basically a template to get attention in a way. And so as a nonprofit, you know, we try to do that, be intentional. And so, yeah, get their attention beyond the trend or whatnot. So that's what the intent of this video was. The trend is the SMEs, the dance, the SMEs. Yeah, we're trying to show, I haven't published this video yet, but we're just trying to show some, yeah, toxicity in our area and quick, fast, way, using, again, the trend.
Rick and Morty, 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 Rick and Morty,
What companies are adding to the pollution of your neighborhood?
This is me and my short living down.
So yeah, I'm sorry I don't have a lot of time to show y'all like how to do this. We can use my office hours so I can teach you all if you have some content that you want to use how to do it. But I just really want to talk to you all like how I come up, like how you can come up with certain attractive stuff. Again, leverage certain trends and do something, do your staying consistent in, you know, your own content as well. But yeah, just wanted to share that. So, but before I move on, I just wanted to see, what did y'all get out of that video? I don't know if I showed it too fast or not, but I just want to make sure that we got across what we wanted to. But yes, anybody want to share what they got out of that video?
I was dancing. I think that the beat was was really good. Nah.
That's always a plus. But yes, anybody catch?
I just want to know, at some point, I know probably during a one-on-one or something, is that site I asked you about, that when you put a post out, it goes to several. That way I'm not spending so much time going to Facebook and putting it there and then going to the Instagram and putting it there. So at some point in the future, I will follow up.
You're talking about Hootsuite.
Yeah, Hootsuite. I had it on here, so we can.
I can definitely help you with that.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
But yeah, in this video, I really wanted to show really quickly. We got people's attention through the dance because it's a trending dance right now. But what we really wanted to do, what we did,
Ricky Morty.
What we did was, so Communities for a Better Environment has a thing called Toxic Tour, and they do tours of different toxic sites and like 3-hour tour to educate community on how these sites are polluting or not. And so we don't have 3 hours, and we just wanted to, again, kind of prompt people and start talking about the general plan update, the zoning portion of it. But before we just get straight to talking about the general plan, we wanted to, again, just get some fun content around getting people starting to think about zoning, whether they know they're thinking about it or not. But this issue of these companies being so close to our neighborhoods is a zoning issue. And so, again, trying to get people to think about that without even recognizing they're thinking of it. So each location that we went to, I don't know how to turn it. Okay, here go the volume. Turn the volume off. And so we basically went to each different site that we had showed. So that's a crematorium. Oh, I'll wait till the video go through. And so the question is, I mean, we let everybody know that East Oakland is impacted by toxics and pollutions. This crematorium that I didn't even know exists down for me. We showing you location so that it's just not leaving you blind, giving you a little information again about CBE does this in 3 hours, you know, showing these 4 sites and about 2 more. And this was our way of just kind of letting people know it exists. And then again, at the end, asking, like a call to action, asking people what kind of companies are adding to their neighborhood so that we getting them involved too.
Well, what I get out of that is also the power of visual.
Yes.
Drama, messaging.
Right.
Kinds of draws you to it. You get good to see the end of it. So I like that.
Yes, and I didn't get to like really the video portion. There's different, so I'm gonna have to like type this up. There's some apps, some video apps on your phone. Depending on what kind of phone you have, you can probably do some editing in your own phone or whatnot. And so yes, I can use more office hours to talk with you all on how to put together some of the content that you have. We didn't get to go over Hootsuite, the videos, and story maps. I haven't done and completed a story map yet, but a story map was sent to us in a group actually. I'll share really, really quickly. Story maps are used to basically visually get across storytelling to help you better illustrate your story and using maps, but not just maps. And so this is the story map that we were given from, I forgot, one of our presenters had sent this. This is on a Richmond, this is on Richmond, California, and some stuff they had going on. So this is a story map. And they can get more complex, less complex. You can add more. So that's mapping. It's a little slow because it's a lot of stuff going on in story maps most of the time. As you see, a lot of overlays. So yes, this is a story map, and down the line, I would like to, not in this session maybe again, but I would like to complete a story map with the group together, you know, over the time of this academy. And there's some technical assistance from some of our folks to support us in doing that. So just wanted to mention that. But yes, thank you all, and apologies for not getting to everything. Let's get these one-on-ones, and I'll definitely get you on. And I'm willing to meet in person too, because for some stuff I have to show you if you're comfortable with that.